Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Pebble, and I am a video game streamer. True. You should ask people. True. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be playing a game called The Infectious. Wait, what is it? What is the actual name of it? The Infectious. Listen, it's a tough name. The Infectious Madness of Docter Dekker. Docter Dekker is basically a guy who gets killed. And our job is to figure out who did it. It's a whodunit type of game. But it's a very mysterious game. It doesn't really tell them that much. It doesn't, really tell that much context of who I am. I'm a doctor, so there's a lot of mystery involved in it. The thing that's very exciting about this game is that it's an FMV game, full motion video. That's something different. Oh, it's different. It's a different kind of game. So I'm having fun playing it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. The game it's a weird name. The Infectious Madness of Docter Dekker. Let's have some fun. And let's do it. What do you think of that? Let's have some fun. Fun we shall have. Pebble. Let's get rid. Thank you for the intro music. We appreciate it. That was good. This is the game. Check 1, 2. Very good. There we are. We do have a mouse. This is a mouse game. I'm going to plug that in. I'm sorry I didn't do it already, but hey, listen. Okay. You'll just plug this in real fast. Here it goes. Here it is. A mouse game. And we will continue. Before we do that, I would like to give people a way that they can. Some people some people enjoy chatting during a stream. I've done it. I'm not a big chatting guy, but if you'd like to do it, you will have the option to do so. And here's how you'll do it. We'll just take this right here. We'll stretch this out like that. We'll fold that in, fold it in. Then fold this out, and we'll push it in, and then we'll push it in, and then we'll fold it out. There you go. Wait. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got it all now. Everybody is able to do it. You can watch it live, you can chat, you can watch it, not chat. Either way, it's up to you. Let's do it.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
So the goal with
Lady
this game
Hunts,
I
is
can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't
He
I?
was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, if it's red, that means we need to question people. If it's yellow, we've questioned them enough. We will now talk to Jaya. How are you today, Jaya? Jaya, it works with us. Everybody else is a patient with us. Jaya works with us. So she's sort of more of a colleague than a suspect. However, she is a suspect. Everybody's a suspect, except for me, I would imagine. I hope this game's not going to be like, you did it. Like, come on, don't do that. I don't think it will, ladies and gentlemen. This game's been pretty good so far. How are you today, Jaya?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Home visits, you say, huh? Why would I want Mariana home visits?
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Yeah, I can't tell if this chick is hitting on me or not. She's very, first of all, let's get the elephant out of the room. I'm very attracted to this woman. Like, me as a person, if I actually had to see this person, I would be very attracted to them. So that's been distracting for me personally, and I think I'll try to get over it. But this is disturbing. So what we're learning is that Docter Dekker, right? And I'm Dr. Van Pecker, by the way. I thought I would add that. Okay, is it funny? I don't think it is, but I thought I'd add it anyway. Docter Dekker is the guy that died. We're trying to find out why he was murdered. And it turns out that Docter Dekker was Dr. Dog. Because it seems like I think he was stooping some of his patients, is what I'm thinking. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, why would I want Mariana's address?
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them. Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
He's a smoke show, am I right? Let me see. Was Dr. Dekker helping or hindering?
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
How did he lose
I
sight
think
of
he
things?
was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
All right. Well, you'll have to tell me what the turning point was.
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better. Some mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me. We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway. Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Interesting. Is Mariana competition? Oh wait, what did you do on
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
So people are really, she's really laying it out now. Before she was kind of saying, he's kind of seeing, watch out. He gets around. This and now it's just like he's sleeping with. It's clear now.
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor? In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
Interesting.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
All right, this is where we take a moment and we type in what is psychokinesis. The supposed ability to move objects by mental effort alone. Yeah. Got it. Back to the game, please. Thank you. I see an exclamation mark on Ellen. Let's go to Ellen.
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry. Oh, you'll be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
So she had a locket that because she is she works in like a retirement center, like a nursing home, and she's a nurse. So what was happening was, I think she was stealing things. Keep in mind, she's a patient. I think she was stealing things she was accused of stealing things. It's a slippery slope because it's like, sometimes people are older, they'll give things to these nurses. I know this for a fact, this does happen in real life. And so this is what they're putting into the game, which is that they can't tell whether she's stealing things from those people or not. We're going to go back to Jaya, though, for a second, and I want to get through this entire thing with her first.
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
No way. There's no way she just did a Telly Savalas joke. Good for her. Telekinesis. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder. Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do. How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Okay, I'll start reading these out loud. Encourage their powers to be passive, remove their powers. Remove their powers.
That's what I'd try to do.
Okay. Let's go a little bit further with Jaya.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
How do you feel about being whipped? Okay, that's not... What did you do on Valentine's Day? The day that Docter Dekker was killed.
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
We did say that before, actually. Why are we asking it twice?
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Why am I asking old questions? Any news on Ben?
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
What did Ben see?
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Docter Dekker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
All right, we've exhausted her. Let's go back to Ellen since there's an exclamation point on Ellen's face. Name. There's an exclamation point on her name. How did you know about the paper strike? How's Hilda? Why did you give the locket back? How is Terry? Let's talk more about the locket.
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
All right, I have to confess, I don't know what the paper strike is. That must have been something we talked about last time. I'm just going to click on it real quick just to get a little... but we should ask who these people are as well. So who is Sarah Dekker?
Docter Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Oh. Oh, so you have more connection to Docter Dekker than most people.
It's true then. I'd heard Docter Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Okay. All right, I'm a little lost on what that... Oh, the paper spike. That's how he was killed, I guess. Why is it weird that a paper spike was used to kill Docter Dekker?
Docter Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. At this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any. So
now they're trying to say, is this a mystery game? Or like, now we're trying to figure out what people are basically saying is Dr. Dekker is some sort of. I mean, this is what they're saying, guys. That Dr. Dekker isn't human. This is what we're kind of getting down to. I think this is interesting. Let's go to. Is this a supernatural game? No, because the game is called The Madness, the Infectious Madness, which is insanity. Let's keep going with Ellen, and let's ask Ellen, why wasn't there any blood from the paper spike?
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
How do you know the spike was real?
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
Interesting. How's
Hilda's
Hilda?
nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Hilda is one of her patients. One of the people that are basically an older person in a nursing home. They're kind of on the way out. You know what I mean? How's Terry? Well, why did Hilda scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
Okay. Do what tonight?
You know the answer to that, Doctor.
Do I?
What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Uh-oh. Let's figure this out. Are you going to kill Hilda? Are you going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter today?
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on.
Oh. It's low-key working.
Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Okay, so what she thinks is, it looked like something kind of happened there. She has this theory, she has this belief that she has a special ability, that she's able to change what she looks like to look like someone that someone else cares about. So that's why what she does is, when people are at the end of their life in this nursing home, she will tell that person, she will get to know these people well, and then she'll tell them to think of that person that they love, and then she basically transforms into that person, like a shift. What is the word? A shape shifter. What do you say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear.
Okay. I mean, I think she has good intentions with it. And this game is going in weird directions. I don't know if do people actually have these special abilities. Maybe they do. Why bother shifting if patients know it's not the truth? Question.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
No, I don't think it's wrong. That's what I was just saying. No, I don't think it's wrong.
Good, because I really feel this is something I have to do.
I don't think it's wrong. I think connecting with someone is. I mean, you could say like, well, it's lying, but no, it's not wrong if your intentions are good. How is Terry?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
I don't remember who Terry is. I don't remember. We'll have to piece that together. Let's talk to Bryce. We're going to talk to Bryce. How are you today, Bryce?
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong, but you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
Bryce is convinced that he has an extra hour. I think it was created by Docter Dekker. Docter Dekker said if you had an extra hour to get things done, we're now learning that Docter Dekker believes that you can use your mind for more to help you with things in your life. So maybe these people actually do have these powers. That's what I think we might be unraveling a really strange universe here. But this guy seems to be convinced that he has an extra hour, and he used that extra hour to basically what happens is when he gets the extra hour, everything else freezes. It's 1 hour where he gets to see things frozen. He can do whatever he wants in that hour. And at one point, he found this woman who he was attracted to, and he took her clothes off, according to him. And yeah, and he's feeling guilty about it. Let's keep going.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure, watching me and following me. I followed it too.
Okay. Who is the hooded figure?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Docter Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him. Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
Okay, tell me about the bedroom window, tell me about the open till, tell me about the bar brawl. Or, I want to ask this, why would the military be following you?
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour.
It is true.
Get whatever you want and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me?
Sure. Yes, I will do that for you.
Would you tell Jessica I love her? She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
I think Jessica, I think, is the woman that he was dating that passed away, which was a real issue for him. So it's kind of one of the reasons why he's here. He's having trouble dealing with past trauma in his life. Okay, now we're going to go through all the questions. He said, when you have an extra hour, the hooded figure haunts you because you get tempted to do things such as the bedroom window, the open till, the bar brawl. We're going to ask questions now about that. Tell me about the bedroom window.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed. I went inside. Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Okay. Tell me about the open till.
I did nothing. I'm not stealing any more.
Okay, that's good. Tell me about the bar brawl.
I split the brawl up.
Okay, that's good. I like your intentions. Tell me about the paper spike.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
Here's the clues we have so far. We have the crime scene report, we have Claire's arrest report, Dekker's resignation letter, and Alderby footage. I'd like to take a look at some of this right now. This is the crime scene report, case number 2211084, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2017. Title, Doctor, last name Dekker, the position of the victim. The victim was located in his office, seated at a chair behind the desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. The possible murder weapons was a paper spike, a desk accessory, 150 millimeters long, protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Coroner's initial findings. Isn't it coroner? All right. Anyway, I thought it was spelled differently. Estimated from liver temperature measurements to be between 8. Okay. Let's take a look at Dekker's resignation letter. Whom it may concern. Please accept this letter as a notice of my intention to resign from my position. A big E and a dot is a signature. Docter Dekker. Here is the Alderby footage.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No! And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float.
What?
3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. But where's your glass, Doctor?
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The clues. Let's go back to the patient. Let's go back to Bryce. What else can you tell me about Dekker?
I spied on Doctor Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
His basement.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him. There she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
This is disturbing, but this is good. This is very good news.
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
Wow, this is really going somewhere.
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
All right. So did Claire ask you to do something with David's body? Claire, of course, I think she's one of the people here. Here's Claire. This is Claire. I'm trying to remember about David. Let's see if we can find questions for Claire. Just to keep up with the story here. Okay. Maybe those responses. Maybe this is only the responses from today. That's probably what it is. Okay, no problem. Bryce is talking about Claire's husband who died. David.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Doctor. I saw Claire Castleford's husband in the coffin myself before carrying him to the grave. He is in the ground. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the police to get an order to have him exhumed. Just make sure it's done on Tuesday morning when I'm off.
How is your job? What did you say aft port side? Let's ask that. What did you say aft port side?
I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Right. Talking about his job. How is your job?
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today. It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm and it will wriggle through me. When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
Can I guess what you saw? What did you see?
When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see?
How did your hand heal?
My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle, like magic.
Okay, this guy is a good actor, actually. I realize that. Do you think magic healed your hand?
I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Docter Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I mean, everybody seems to have some kind of magic happening. But no, I don't think magic is real.
Then so it isn't. I envy you, Doctor. I wish I could be so sure.
Have you seen Jessica again? Jessica is the woman that I believe it's the woman he made naked during his hour.
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
Maybe you should try talking to him.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. But I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
That's true. This character is a little bit of a social weirdo, right? Okay, let's go to the next character. That's all for Bryce. Let's go to Claire. Actually, Mariana and Nathan. Let's go to Nathan. Nathan, how are you today?
I burnt the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since.
Oh!
There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
I was getting the guys confused. So this guy here is the guy that had the woman die. I think he was either married or he had a girlfriend. I think it was like a wife. It was a very close relationship. She passed away. It was tragic and dramatic. I don't think that was the case with Bryce. Bryce was the guy with the Jessica thing. That guy's got a whole other issue. So let's continue on with this guy. What happened with the Salvation Army bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes your things spill to the bottom.
Accidentally.
I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
You accidentally put her. Did you read the diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore.
Yeah.
I regretted it.
Right. What do you regret?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Can we talk about Hannah? Let's talk about Hannah.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
Oh.
And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
That's right, we gave him dating advice. Did you follow my dating advice?
You told me not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't.
Good.
I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing.
Okay, maybe.
I ordered a pizza. A nice girl delivered it.
Okay. What else can you tell me about Dekker?
I've told you all I know about Docter Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
That is pretty bad. Was Dekker crazy?
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
How did Dekker curse you?
The curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Docter Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
That's right. This is the guy that lives in the same day over and over again. I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this guy. This is a refresher for people. What problem did he give you? Ready?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
All right. You believe? Why did you believe Dekker?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Go on.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Now, am I supposed to be... Did I really see a flame there? Or is that just... What the hell's going on there? Ladies and gentlemen, back to it. Let me go over my notes again. All right, let's go back. Let's go Nathan again. What did Dekker want you to forget? You remember the flame even though he hypnotized you?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it, to forget all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Okay. And why were you scared?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
What did he want you to forget?
He'd
Why?
become bored of me.
Why did
So
he?
I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
I see. What is a basic therapist?
He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Okay. You know Jaya well.
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
I remember Jaya saying something yesterday. I'm serious. She said that she was like, he's such a sweet guy.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
It's true, he's not the most focused guy. We got two more people to talk to today. Let's talk to Claire and Mariana. Let's do Mariana first. This is the girl that has blackouts. She ends up naked on the beach. She's very sexual. She's hitting on me nonstop, trying to get me to go out with her. And it seems like she probably had a relationship with Dr. Dekker outside of the office. I'm hoping we can get into that today.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day. What's rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Right? Have you had any more blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
See, there she goes again. Of course, I'm going to say no. Maybe someone should come with you to the beach.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Do you know anything about the paper spike?
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
And okay, you mentioned checks?
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
You have money problem.
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, not really, pretty girl. You also go to bars and restaurants?
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
You just like crowds but visit nightclubs.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy.
Oh, okay.
I don't want everyone seeing that.
Okay. Where do people follow you?
They follow me. Wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
What happens after people follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
What do you mean they disappear?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Before you mentioned something beautiful?
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing like a beacon. When I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home.
So
And then I wake up.
she's having dreams about going into the water and looking and seeing a beacon. And also when she has blackouts, she ends up on the beach naked. There's a connection there somewhere. All right, let's finish this up with her. Let's finish this up with her. Why a beacon?
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
Maybe the dream is symbolic. Maybe the dream is made up. Maybe the dream means you're searching for something. Maybe the dream means you're searching for something.
I hate being in the same place for too long. Maybe I'm always searching for paradise or something.
People ever follow you home?
Yes, they follow me
Oh yeah,
home.
she already said that though. Why am I asking you this?
They're silent. It's like a trance.
You're okay with men buying you drink? Oh, wait, do they follow you to bed?
There was one guy, a real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me.
Like a trance.
It was creepy.
There's a trance thing happening.
I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
Oh, talk to me about Dekker.
Are we still talking about him?
Yes.
I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
I'm not interested in you at all, except for as a patient. Please stop the sexualizing. Did Dekker ever visit you at home? Which we happen to know is true, I think.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits.
Right.
I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
I'm not thinking of doing.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time.
You're okay with men buying you drink?
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl.
All right, so we've asked the questions about Mariana. The last character. Let's ask her, why are you good-natured?
Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of an act. To be honest. Let's go to Claire. This is the woman whose husband died. Her husband's name was David. Remember the guy who was the burial guy? I believe his name was Bryce. Wait, which one was it? Was it Bryce or believe it was Bryce. Yeah, it was this guy. Apparently, he was one of the pallbearers to her husband's. Let's talk to Claire. How are you, Claire?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
This is confusing. In the game, the Infectious case or whatever of Docter Dekker, the Infectious Madness, Docter Dekker. The woman Claire, what was the story with her? Her husband was David, right? Is he still alive? Is he dead? Because Bryce was talking about how he carried the body. Claire's husband is dead, then not dead, then dead again. The whole storyline is the wildest. Okay, that's what I thought was going on. So she says she went to the lake house to see David, but David's dead. It's very confusing. Have you seen your arrest report?
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
All right, so the report says you were arrested for murder.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Got it. Okay, now I'm kind of reading. Okay, how could you have a funeral for David if David isn't dead? Or how did you intend to fatally wound him? Did you intend to fatally wound him? All right, well, let's go with this question first. How could you have a funeral if David isn't dead?
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Yeah, we talked to him already about that. His name is Bryce. That's it, Bryce. Did you intend to favor? Which patient was a pallbearer?
Bryce was a pallbearer for David.
Bryce.
He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Yes, he is. He also has an extra hour. And he also, yeah. He's into Jessica, and Jessica got naked. Good, I'm learning all this stuff. How did you know Bryce? How do you know Bryce?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
Interesting. Very, very. Did you intend to fatally wound him?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore.
Okay.
Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
Good. Okay. How did you fix him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life. Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Doctor Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But
Interesting.
until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
This is getting good now. Did you resurrect David?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
By the way, I like her hair. Isn't that cool? What were the results of David's resurrection? The results of his resurrection.
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
Yeah, her hair is so cool looking. Okay, what problem do you have?
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Oh. How can I help you?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder, to lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer, but I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor? A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? You know, Doctor.
I'm going to say yes, you're a killer. You killed the guy.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
No, you weren't temporarily.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Doctor Dekker did.
Interesting. What else did Dekker want? I think we know.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Okay. What girl did he mention? What changed Dekker's mind? He changed his mind about you. What changed his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like.
I think I want to go.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
I would like to see that, yes. Yes.
Very well. In our next session.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. What girl did Dekker mention?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house. Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem.
What?
So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
Okay, maybe you are insane. Did you help Iris?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
What was it? Was it Nathan who did that? I think it was Nathan who freed the girl. Was it Nathan or Bryce? Was it Nathan who freed Iris? Yes. It was Nathan who freed Iris. It was this guy. The guy that repeats his day over and over. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this stream. The next day, this is what we will be dealing with.
You can stop looking at me like that. You made me do this. And don't try and escape. You're all tied up. Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
That chick is so hot. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a very, very attractive lady. Who are the patients today? Wait a minute. Let's say no, it's not a dream.
That's the wrong answer, Doctor. This is most definitely a dream. Now, tell me, do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
Interesting. Before we go, hold on. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna stay steadfast on this.
I think you like it when I hurt you, Doctor. That's a worrying sign. People obviously have kinetic powers. That's how I'm here, testing you. Now, how do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them? Very good, Doctor. That's the right answer. Remember it or there will be consequences. Now, since I'm here, let's have a little bit of fun. Shall we, Doctor?
My God. Wow. Okay.
There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and that broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, Act 4, Dreams. And when we come
Morning,
back...
Doctor.
Wait, hold on.
You're looking a bit unwell. Are they getting you all wound up? Well, have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Docter Dekker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Docter Dekker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything, though, I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 clues to check out before we go. One of them is a crime scene report. No, I'm sorry, a toxicology report and a loan agreement. Let's take a look at the loan agreement first. £15,000. Okay, that's a lot. Arrangement fee, £1. Interest amount 0. Term 36 months. By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and repay the total loan in full within the term stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into an account designated by the borrower within 14 days of the signing agreement. It is agreed that the loan shall attract no interest. In lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed to the payment of the arrangement fee, which is due before transfer of the loan amount. The lender also agrees to consider loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement, as long as this event occurs within the term of the agreement. Interesting. The lender agrees to consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement. As we know, he did die. That is not looking good for Mariana. And let's take a look at the toxicology report. Regional Laboratory Services Toxicology Analysis report by J.M. Clausen. Named Dr. Dekker, sex male, alcohol, ethanol positive. Benzodiazepines positive. Hemazepam. That does look like a tough combo. Ladies and gentlemen, man Pebble. That's the stream. We'll return tomorrow. And tomorrow when we come back, we will dive deeper into that, but we will also, in the intro, we will give people a little everything that we learned today, so that when we do these streams from now on, people will have more of an idea of what's going on, and I'll give them the background, and then they'll be locked in. So in case somebody's watching this for the first time, they'll be caught up. I felt like we did a nice job today of catching up on stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the outro, and then we'll get into our last stream of the night, which is, of course, is Fortnite. I'm going to play some Fortnite tonight. My name is Van Pebble on most social media. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Van Pebble's on Twitter. Check us out on Twitter. Sports, music, fun things. This is designed for people that enjoy looking at different... Because look, once you get Twitter, it's fun to look at all the different things that like other people... when you have time, you're like, let me see what Van Pebble's up to. And Van Pebble is always up to something, but it's always positive. It's always uplifting. At least that's what we try to do. Van Pebble, Twitter. Van Pebble is on YouTube. Take the videos from Twitch. We throw them up on YouTube. We just threw up a bunch. Literally before we did the stream. There they are. Please check out our videos. Enjoy them. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's long-form content with occasional clips. And Van Pebble is on Twitch. Follow us on there. If you want to donate money to Van Pebble, you can do so in 2 ways. You can subscribe to us on Twitch. You can do the thing where you get the free Prime sub and just throw me that. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Prime. And you could also do it this way by, if you have a PayPal account, go to PayPal, type send it, and then you type in @ThomasPalvino. That's my real name, my government name. Thomaspolvino, no spaces, no capital letters. @ThomasPalvino on PayPal. And that's it. And now we're going to play Fortnite. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching the stream, everybody. I'm going to make another cup of tea here. Now look, before we go, let me say this. I like this game. We're going to continue to play this game. I think people will catch on to it. We're going to do this game. We're going to keep going until we finish. It's really helpful for me to play this game every day, because otherwise it's easy to forget who these people are, what they've done. I'm going to do my homework so that when I come back and do the stream, people are going to have an idea of what already happened, who people are, and that kind of thing. So this is a game that requires me to do a little research, but it's worth it. I think it's a cool game. It's very fun. I'm having a good time. I like the detective thing. And it is, look, it's a little bit tricky. I understand that it's like, it's a game that can make people, it's an adult game, man. This is not kid stuff. This is adult stuff. I think people will enjoy it. And like I said, it's not the last full motion video game that we'll play. This is just the first one. So I'm going to do my best to enjoy it. And we will play this again tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. I'm still figuring out where this thing should be played, whether it should be played at the beginning of a stream, or I'm feeling like it's something that maybe I should have energy for, because it can be a sleeper where you're just like I found myself yawning through it, but that's because it's a different type of game, man. So maybe we'll have to play this at the end of the night. I'll have to figure that out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the stream. We'll see you in about maybe 10 minutes. We're going to play some Fortnite. We'll see you then. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. My name's Van Pebble. See you later. Peace.